Instagram is making some big moves in 2025, and here's what you need to know. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nathan Miles, and thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and hopefully you'll get some good value from this video. This wasn't actually meant to be my first video. My first video was meant to be more of an introduction to who I am, what I do, why I do it. But because of the changes that have come in, and they're some quite big ones and quite cool ones, I thought I'd quickly jump in front of the camera, get a video out of what the changes are, how you can adapt, or why you should be using the new structures or whatever it might be. So before further ado, let's jump into it. So armed with my trusty iPad for notes, which I have made a nice... Actually, if I'm honest with you, this is the second time I filmed this video. The first time I missed out a few points. So I've now made a nice list. So we can't miss anything else out because it's written down in front of my face. So starting with the first one, it's quite a big thing. Your profile grid, instead of being a square, is going to 4x5. Now I know this is going to piss off a lot of people who have immaculately designed their grid to be square. So yeah, I think this is a good thing. You can use this by taking up more real estate on your grid. That for me is a good thing. Use it to your benefit. So one thing to take into consideration here is that Instagram is going to automatically zoom into your images slightly to scale it, so it's 4x5, not square. And essentially what that means is you might have historical graphics or whatever, images, reel covers that are now not going to quite fit. Now you can go in and change your reel covers, so that fixes that problem, but some of your grid now may look a little bit skew width. So it might be a case of, if historically the content has done well, pull it off, repost it. Number two is trials on reels. And basically what you have to do with this is flick the little trials button and you will post your reel out, but not to your followers, to people that aren't following you. So you kind of want to see this as a little bit like an organic ad. It's going to cost you nothing and you'll be able to get new followers to see it first. If the content does well, then it's perfect to then post it straight onto your page and then your followers can see it too. There's also a good way to use this. Think about it as almost like a test. So if you're posting a lot of content out and you don't want to bombard all of your followers with it to potentially annoy them, or for example, if you're trying something completely different, a different type of content that your followers aren't used to seeing, then it's another good way to just test that out against people that aren't following you. And then if it does well, again, just from that post, you can just post it straight onto your grid. Number three, and it's 3-minute reels. A little bit like YouTube now, it's slowly migrated over to 3-minute shorts. You now get 3-minute reels. I think TikTok goes up to 10 minutes. I'm not 100%, don't hold that against me because I can't remember, but I know that TikTok's had longer form content within their platform for a while now. And I think that Instagram has seen how popular and how much storytelling and personality is going to be in 2025. And I think that they've essentially gone, let's just match what others are doing. And I'm here for it because I think long form content always wins. Number four is edits, which is essentially Instagram's answer to CapCut. For those that don't know, CapCut is owned by TikTok. So whenever you're editing things on CapCut, it's very easy to then put it straight into TikTok. Now, essentially, edits will be exactly the same, but for Instagram. So easy to edit and then straight into Instagram. For those who are creating content in 2025, it is easier than ever because you've got all the easy, simplified tools. You can edit in edits, you can edit in CapCut, you can use Canva to create graphics. For those of you who don't have the budget to pay for someone like myself to come in to help create the graphics, to create the videos, create the photography, then this is an absolute no-brainer. Get in this, learn it a little bit, and you'll be able to skill yourself and level up your videos hugely, which can only be a good thing for you, your business, or your personal brand. Number five is music on your profile. So we're bringing it back to old school ways of MySpace, where you used to be able to put music onto your profile, although I will just caveat that with I was too young to have MySpace. However, apparently it was a thing. And now it's a thing again because it's on Instagram. And I think you can use this to kind of put across a little bit of personality on there. For me, I've added a little song on there. It's by my namesake, Nathan. Next up, we have commenting on stories. So essentially what this means is you will be able to comment on people's stories and they will be public for people to see, which I think is a great thing. So if you get lots of interaction in your stories, then you'll be able to start conversations with people in them. And I think that's really cool because it'll be a public conversation. So people will be able to get knowledge, be able to get value out of it. And I would definitely turn this on if it's a turn on, turn off sort of thing, if you're a brand or a business, because the more people talking underneath your posts, the better. You know, it's exactly the same as when we're in our comments on our page. We want as many people commenting as possible because that interaction can only be a good thing. Number 7 is a maybe. Highlights might be moving to your grid. It's not a definite yet, but it is in the works. And for me, I'm not sure how I feel about this because I quite like the highlights. I think it's quite good because you can put your own little twist of branding within your profile grid. And if there's information that your clients or potential clients might need or want, then it's a perfect place to put it. I use it to basically explain how my branding works, how my company works, how my business works, and everything. So, it gives you handy links in there. So I'm not sure how that's going to change exactly. I know it's going to go into your profile alongside your page posts, your reels, and your saved images and your or saved reels, whatever it is. And then the last one is tagged, of course it is. So one way around this is what you can do potentially, depending on how it looks and how it formats, is remove your old highlights, create new ones, post them as a carousel. You can create quite nice graphics for them, again, using Canva, and then you can basically do it as a swipe along carousel. And then if they're really important, you've got 3 pin tabs at the top of your profile. You can pin 1, 2, 3 if needed. That's probably what I will do. But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out because it's not an actual 100% yes yet. So we will see how that goes. A lot of you will be familiar with Mosseri. He is the CEO of Instagram, and he quite often updates people with what's going on that's new on the platform. So if you do want to get an inside scoop straight away, he is a good person to follow. You're probably following him already, to be honest, but he posted last week. I'll overlay the graphic, as you can see. And basically he posted, and these are the changes that are coming in. So simplifying the profile, a cleaner, more user-friendly look overall, a taller grid, so we're already seeing this 4x5 layout in some accounts, easier thumbnail customization. You'll be able to adjust and fine-tune post covers more precisely. Not sure how this is different because you can do that anyway, but on a 4x5, but that remains to be seen. We're going to move the highlights to the grid. As you can see, that's exactly where it will be. It ties into the new layout. Highlights may become part of your main grid or a tab above it. So we're yet to see exactly how that's going to look. Number 5 is giving people control over the grid. So you're potentially able to rearrange the order of your posts. So you have a bit more like creative say-so on how your grid looks. And I think that's really cool. And a little bonus, which is post straight to the grid. So bypassing the feed if you want a certain content to appear only in your grid. So I think that's quite cool. Gives you the option for more flexibility, which is always good. So hopefully you're still with me. I just want to go through a few of the key takeaways just to kind of summarize what we've gone through. So we're going to embrace the 4x5 ratio. It's future-proof your post by switching to taller images so they look clean and professional. And to be honest with you, you should be posting 4x5 anyway because it takes up more real estate on the as people are scrolling, and that is a good thing. And you should be posting 4x5 anyway, so hopefully it won't make too much of a difference to you. Right, experiment with trial reels, grow your audience or test new ideas without spamming your followers. Long reels and edits, more flexibility to create deeper content, and it's easier than ever with the new edits app, which I believe is coming very, very soon. If not, it might already be out by the time this goes out, but it's coming soon. You'll have music on your profile and story comments, so it's fun, interactive ways to engage. Just bear in mind that you want it to sort of match your branding and everything that goes with that, so just bear that in mind. Last one is just highlights moving and profile simplification. Stay prepared to adapt your pinned content and keep your messaging clear as the interface evolves. Right, I think that's it. I'm now going to put my iPad away because actually it's hurting my hand. Holding it, I've been holding it for about half an hour trying to record this video, making thousands of errors, but that is it, I'm wrapped. That's my first video on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please please leave comments, tell me if I've missed anything. Feel free to subscribe because there'll be tons more content coming out that's gonna help you level up your brand, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever. I'm essentially helping as many people as possible create better content, which brings me nicely to a series that I'm currently doing on all the social media platforms, which is 100 days of creating better content. So you've got my ugly mug, basically giving you valuable advice every day for 100 days. And as I currently record this, I'm on day 20. and it's the 22nd of January 2025. So if you watch this at around that, you've still got tons of value days there. If you're watching it some point in the future, in 2025 or beyond, then they will still be online. You'll be able to check them out, and there's tons of valuable stuff going on every day. So feel free to follow me. My Instagram, TikTok, everything social media wise is in the description, so check it out. And I think that's it. I will stop blabbering on now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.